Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's product training. Thank you so much for your interest in this product in particular. It is ReCall. So ReCall is all about the brain, okay? Because the brain is the most important organ in the human body, okay? It controls and coordinates, a lot of things. Actions and reactions to allow us to think and to feel. It enables us to have memories and feelings. And since the brain is so important, it's vital that we take steps to support healthy brain function. And consuming 4Life transfer factor ReCall is a great way to do this. Now, before we get started, let's go through some fun facts about the brain. Okay, so the average adult brain weighs about 3 pounds. Okay, so that's about the weight of a bag of apples. Can you believe that we're carrying that much weight on our head, in our head every day, every moment? That's crazy. About 75% of the brain is made up of water, which means that dehydration, even, as small as 2%, can have a negative effect on brain function. Okay, so dehydration and a loss of sodium or electrolytes can cause acute changes in memory and attention. Okay, 60% of the human brain is made up of fat, making it the fattiest organ in the body. This is why healthy fats, such as those omega-3s and omega-6s, are vital for brain and overall body health. Healthy fat helps to stabilize the cell walls in the brain. It can also reduce inflammation and helps the immune system function properly. Okay, and don't forget to fuel that brain of yours with 4Life's essential fatty acid complex. But that's just, a little plug, a little side note. So the human brain contains approximately 100 billion neurons. And this is about the same amount as the number of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. How crazy is that? That being said, neurons make up only 10% of the brain. That is nuts. These neurons are connected by trillions of connections or synapses. Experts call this a neuron forest. So information runs between these neurons in your brain for everything that we see, think, or do. And these neurons move at different speeds. And the fastest speed for information to pass between neurons is about 250 miles an hour. What? Okay, a piece of brain tissue the size of a grain of sand contains about 100,000 neurons and 1 billion synapses. However, as tiny as they are, damage to neurons can have a great impact. So during a stroke, for example, blood is not able to get oxygen to the brain. And as a result, brain cells die and abilities in that particular area of the brain can be lost. So similarly, like Parkinson's disease occurs when certain cells in your brain start to die. Another fun fact is it's a myth that humans only use 10% of our brain. We actually use all of it. We're even using more than 10% when we sleep. Okay, so although it's true that at any given moment, all of the brain's regions aren't, concurrently firing, brain researchers using imaging technology have shown that, like the body's muscles, most are continually active over a 24-hour period in regards to the brain. How cool is that? So another fun fact is the brain cannot feel pain. So there's no pain receptors in the brain itself, but the meninges, I probably pronounced that wrong, but it's the covering around the brain, and the peristinum, I feel like I might have pronounced that correctly because I watch Grey's Anatomy. Anyways, that's the covering that's on the bones, and the scalp all have pain receptors. So surgery can be done on the brain, and technically the brain does not feel that pain. Our last fun fact is that when you're awake, your brain generates about 12 to 25 watts of power, which is enough to power a small light bulb. Yeah. So now I understand where that, the ding with the light bulb above the head comes from. It actually has meaning, Okay, so specifically, what is 4Life transfer factor recall? Okay, transfer factor recall provides phenomenal support for one of the most vital organs, the brain. This well-rounded formula provides 4Life's exclusive 4Life transfer factor trifactor formula and a synergistic blend of herbal ingredients that support brain function and health. So specifically, it supports healthy brain function, including, cognition, learning, and memory. It also supports healthy neurotransmitter function, supports healthy brain and central nervous system function, supports learning, positive mood, stress relief, memory, and overall well-being. It includes ingredients such as Ginkgo biloba and magnesium to support circulation to the brain. And it features 4Life transfer factor trifactor formula, which educates the immune system cells to promote the immune system's ability to more effectively recognize, respond to, and remember potential health threats, similarly to like a secondary immune response, so an educated immune response. Okay, so ingredients in particular, let's go through them. Now, before we go through them, I want to mention that there is a lot of research on these ingredients. I'm just going to give you a few points on, each of them, but I encourage you to look at the studies on each of these ingredients and do a little bit of a deeper dive into these, but we're just going to go through a couple facts about these. So obviously, 4Life transfer factor trifactor formula, in addition to supporting a healthy immune system, transfer factor actually helps all other nutrients do a better job at the cellular level. So you have that, which is pretty powerful. Then you have magnesium. So magnesium is the fourth most abundant mineral in the body. So despite its importance, up to 68% of American adults don't meet the recommended daily intake. Now, low magnesium levels have been linked to many negative health outcomes, including weakness, depression, high blood pressure, and heart disease. Now, in regards to the brain, it's involved in over 600 cellular reactions, from making DNA to helping your muscles contract. Okay, also magnesium plays an important role in relaying signals between your brain and your body. So one of its functions is to act as like the gatekeeper for the NMDA receptors, which are found on your nerve cells and aid in brain development, memory, and learning. So magnesium prevents the NMDA receptors from being triggered to stimulate your nerve cells unnecessarily, which can kill nerve cells and cause brain damage. Animal studies have found that magnesium can regulate melatonin production, which is a hormone that guides your body's sleep-wake cycle. And taking magnesium may improve sleep quality by helping your mind and body relax. So in a study with 46 older adults, those taking magnesium supplement daily fell asleep faster. They also noticed an improvement in sleep quality and decreased insomnia symptoms. Also, magnesium has been shown to bind to GABA receptors, and the hormone GABA helps calm down nerve activity, which may otherwise affect sleep. So do you see where that stress relief, that positive mood and memory, that overall well-being that comes into play really with this magnesium? Now we have soy seed extracts. Now there's two of these in the product. I'm going to butcher their names really quick. Phosphatidylserine and glycerophosphatidylserine. Okay, so those two are soy seed extracts that are in ReCall. Now, even though I butchered the name of those, this is actually the best ingredient in ReCall. It's amazing what it does for the brain. So phosphatidylserine is a fatty substance that's produced in the body, and it covers and protects every cell in the body, and it's involved in the clotting function of the body. Now, it's particularly vital for the proper functioning of nerve cells, neurons within the brain, helping to transmit messages between them. As an essential component of healthy nerve cell membranes, phosphatidylserine is thought to have a key role in keeping your memory sharp as you get older. Now, glycerophosphatidylserine is thought to increase the release of the neurotransmitter acetylcholine and facilitates learning and memory. Now, I hope that my butchering of those names does not downplay the power of these nutrients, especially in ReCall, which is targeted to brain function. Now, another ingredient in ReCall that I'm also probably going to butcher the name of is Bacopa monnieri. It's been used by Aphrodisiac medical practitioners for centuries for a variety of purposes, including memory and reducing anxiety, among other things. And it's commonly called Brahmi in India, a word that means to expand consciousness. Now, our India people here in this group can let me know if I pronounced that correctly. I probably didn't. I'd love to learn how to. Okay, so on this nutrient, scientists have gone to Tibetan monks, many of them lived for over 100 years, who memorized hundreds of sheets of information that they retained even at that age. And this caught the attention of those scientists. And there's many studies which indicate that Biloba is beneficial in learning and in memory function. So, lemon balm herb extract. Lemon balm is an herb with a long tradition of medicinal use for alleviating stress, anxiety, and insomnia. Specifically for the brain, lemon balm has been shown to promote the activity of neurotransmitter GABA. GABA counteracts the stress reinforcing effects of glutamate in the brain and is associated with a more calm, relaxed state, helping with stress and anxiety. Lemon balm also increases the activity of the neurotransmitter acetylcholine in your brain. When your brain sends signals, it uses that to keep the signals moving, so helping with neuron communication. So your brain works in teams or pathways, and lemon balm helps the communication so you have better teamwork. It also helps with focus and attention. Another ingredient in ReCall is N-acetyl-L-tyrosine, an amino acid that helps the brain regenerate and create new neurons and neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters help cells communicate and influence mood. So we couldn't even think without neurotransmitters, so they're pretty important. L-tyrosine also helps the body conserve energy. The brain uses about 20% of the energy that your body produces. So it helps the body to conserve that energy so it's more available to your brain. Another ingredient is N-acetyl-L-cysteine, and that helps regulate glutamate as well, which has been described as the most important neurotransmitter in the brain. It is involved in a broad range of learning, behavior, and memory actions. It also replenishes glutathione, a powerful antioxidant found in every cell in the body. It helps reduce oxidative damage to prevent brain cells associated with, oxidative damage to brain cells associated with aging. Part of neurotransmitters that help memory and learning, and it improves mood. Okay, another ingredient is Ginkgo biloba leaf extract. Now, Ginkgo provides or improves blood flow to the brain and acts as an antioxidant. And research suggests that it may protect nerve cells in the brain. And several studies show that Ginkgo has a positive effect on memory and thinking. And Ginkgo has been shown to reduce inflammation in the brain. Inflammation leads to all kinds of brain problems. Most everybody has inflammation in the body, and as you age, it increases. So stress, pollution, unhealthy foods, all the things are causes of inflammation. This Ginkgo also helps brain function and may lower stress and anxiety. Another ingredient, the last one we will go over for today, is Huperzia serrata herb extract. And that improves overall brain function. So there's a tremendous amount of research on brain disease with this ingredient. So it improves those levels of neurotransmitters, helps with memory, and protects neurons. So I want to mention these ingredients were all selected by 4Life because they are the top of the line. There are many, many studies behind each of these ingredients. I highly suggest that you do your own research on these if this is a product that you are really, really interested in taking. So transfer factor, like I mentioned before, it helps all of these nutrients function better at that cellular level. We have many studies on transfer factor itself. If that is something that you are interested in learning more about, reach out to that 4Life affiliate that sent you this video. Thank you so much for your interest in this awesome brain product. Let us know how it works for you. We would love to know. And we will see you on our next product training. Bye, guys. Okay, I'm going to shout out your comments here really quick. Thank you so much for commenting on the live, you guys. I always appreciate when you comment. We have a lot of viewers, but those commenters, they're coming from my heart. Okay, we have Harry McDuffie. Thank you so much for commenting on this live. He said, hello, I'm here. What you got for us tonight? We got ReCall tonight. And he said, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for being on here. Your comments always add to the value of these and gives us feedback that, we're looking for on these. Abhijit, he said, hello, Kate. Thank you very much for all the information. You are very welcome, Abhijit. I hope you enjoyed. And let us know, you guys, if you think of any other products that we could do on these product trainings. We basically just pick what products to do. And if somebody, asks for a product, it'll move up the line. You know what I mean? It's like a little voting system. So, all right, guys, this was the product training for the first ever product training of February 2022. Yay. And did you also notice I wore green, for ReCall, since that's the color. Hopefully somebody noticed that. Anyways, guys, I will see you on Thursday with Frankie Shane and Katie Lane for prospecting training. Have a super blessed week. We'll see you then.